Welcome to the Creative Playing Podcast Network. Join us as we review our favorite RPGs, collectible card games, MMOs, video games, PC games, and bring up interesting topics and things that we'd like to share with everyone. Sit back and enjoy the show.
Hi, this is Kelly, aka Trixie from Ragnarok and Roll, a Scion to Ragnarok story, and Tilda Wimblewick from D&D Journey of the 5th Edition. First off, I would just like to say thank you to everyone for listening to our varied adventures, as well as for rating us on iTunes and rpgpodcast.com. If you haven't rated us yet, we would greatly appreciate it if you could. And if you're looking for more ways to support our efforts, we are now on Patreon, a great site where you can help us continue making more podcasts, as well as some special surprises for our patrons. If you can, please look us up at www.patreon.com/cppn. Every little bit helps. And again, thank you for listening.
I've been working 6 weeks for Ravenhurst, getting the haunt open, and we floored slaughterhouse staff when they came through a couple of days ago. Nothing but strength. They said we want the worst you can give us, and we put them in a one-room haunt with a flashlight and had all 18 of them screaming for.
Are you using mine?
Yeah, he's got to do works.
So what am I doing here?
Wait a minute.
Okay.
So I got audio recording and slow motion photography.
All right.
Yeah, but with your head up like that, you're not going to get it.
Well, do you want to record it?
You
can flip it around.
just start recording.
Just hit the button. It'll turn into a little X when it's recording.
Okay, you guys ready to start?
Sure.
Okay, it started.
All right, so welcome to Tucson Zombies at Bookmans. We're doing a zombie fair. We're doing face painting today, and we also have representatives from Tucson Comicon and artists from comic books and authors for the zombie horror genre. And so at face painting today, I'm going to do a base coat on you here. This is a light gray, and it's going to give you a abnormal looking skin, and then we're going to do some black contrast with that, and then we'll go in and have the makeup artist down the line do painted detail for you. Work for you? Awesome. A little off the top today, sir. So if you haven't had airbrush with us before, hold your hand up with me when you stop. The whole time, right before I start, you want to take a deep breath. I'll remind you each time. And you want to keep your eyes and mouth closed and not breathe while I'm painting, or it doesn't do any good to hold your breath. And then you don't want to breathe right away when I stop, because there's a cloud of paint in the air over your face. So just need to fan it a couple of times. And then blow out when you first take a hold of the paint away. If I see weevils wobbling, we'll have an emergency stop. Ready? So this is air, and you feel like it color when the paint starts. Bit of paint.
Secrets on us, like it's great, sir. Whatever. Just so that when you're older and you want to go to a big boy or big house,
Watch your base coat.
freaking the hell out.
It's giving you a deathly pallor.
Indeed. Breathe.
Breathing's good.
Yeah, if you're ready, tip your head back. And then hit your neck with the same sort of base coat. Just in case they show.
But yeah, no, and then there's anyway, yeah. Yeah. You can talk to them about it. Or me when I'm done.
Over the base coat. And I'll start with the black contrast.
Okay. So basically, here's what's going to happen. I don't know if you can explain it better, but basically, I'm going to spray him. Before I spray him at all, basically, and then come back basically.
And so now I'm doing black, I'm going to paint your eyes. So what you want to do with this is raise your eyebrows and keep your eyes gently closed. Try not to open them while I'm spraying, because it'll sting if it gets in your eyes, but it's water soluble. So we just flush your eyes if you have an issue. Ready?
Big deep breath in. Close your hand.
That eye's done. Keep it closed. It needs to dry for a minute before it goes dry. Or the eyelid will stick to you. it's done, and you can breathe. When you're ready, we'll do a little bit more darkening around your jawline and your temples. I'll start with your temples. Deep breath. Quick breath. Shoot the side of your nose a little bit. Sorry, it was right on you when I started. Breathe out. Ready? And take a quick breath. And then just kind of shade it along your beard line here. Ready? Okay, and then breathe. And then put your head back when you're ready and deep breath. Sorry, what? What? Oh, it's right in here. Ready? Quick breather if you need. And then repeat your trachea now. There you go. Did you want arms today? Should have to get those colors real quick. Yeah. They can paint your details over here by hand.
Okay.
Anything.
It's an assembly line.
Small wounds.
Right.
Sit down.
I'd say go crazy.
Go crazy.
Dealer's choice.
All right. Yeah, the soap and water, warm water. Yeah. You just wash it off.
We're going to start first.
Where is it? I can't tell anymore where the line is.
Take these to us. There's a light.
By the way, lovely tattoos. The flowers are gorgeous.
So I'm going to start over here. Try not to squeeze your eyes tight. Just want to raise your eyebrows and close your eyes together. 5 minutes of breathing.
Hey, sweetie, there's something on your face.
What do you call zombies and what?
Walkers.
What do you call zombies that are already fat? I mean, already eaten.
Know your venue.
Yeah.
Messed that one up.
Well, we do have Nathan first. That's on his house. That actually they all work out. So
Patrick.
Zombies is really important. It's supposed to be a great need haunted house. Zombie walk.
Yeah, we'll get a break. You guys like haunted houses? Yeah? You know about you know where it's nice? You know what yeah, this guy right here. And you know guys whose makeup?
Huh?
Basically, big detail.
Would you like anything else?
Oh, awesome.
Oh, you're welcome.
Straight at the camera, baby.
Doing the slow-mo camera.
That looks cool in the camera.
Yeah, do a. Do a. Do a.
And here every year I'm the zombie hunter, not the zombie. It's my first time turning.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for coming.
Eyes on.
It's very laid back. You're going to put it down quite a bit. The kids are mostly scare the adults. And if they get kids brave we only have like 75% of our props up right now.
Remember when Tucson Comicon was in that little half of that one building over by your work?
Oh, over by the old VF factory outlet?
Yeah. I remember that.
So it sounds like you've got a good slogan for Tucson Comicon. Why should folks go to Tucson Comicon besides being awesome? Put you on the spot there.
Why should people go to Tucson Comic-Con? Well, where else could you be a nerd openly? You know, you could go there and just nerd out, be with all different kinds of nerds, and it's going to be all kinds of just, I don't know, it's awesome.
Let your geek flag fly.
Let your geek flag fly. Fly high. Because it's an accepted community, and I don't know, I love Tucson Comic-Con.
Tucson Comicon rocks.
I know, you got to dress up, you just got to be all geeked out. And
We were just reminiscing about back when it was over at the VF factory outlet.
okay.
When it was the tiny little place.
Make sure people
It's evolved awesomely.
Very fit.
We already did.
Yep.
She's like
Can I get a zombie selfie?
Now that we have a third person that is willing to deal with this, and she's down on both. So I actually have this notebook on it, so I wanted to do
Thank you.
One of them is
So would you?
like all of a sudden we're regular normal chemistry girls, and then all of a sudden it's like
Your phone. What were you doing?
Oh, podcast, right? We're recording the audio from Patrick and all about. So if there's anything you want to plug, by all means.
Oh, he's talking to me.
So Hector,
What's up?
we got the podcast recording.
Okay.
Your artwork is awesome.
Thank
the
you.
Assassin's Creed is already in the car.
All right.
So any shout outs? Where can folks find your artwork?
You can find it on everything pretty much, from DeviantArt to Tumblr, Twitter, Facebook. They can find me under like Hamonred, which is JAMONRED, or just Hector Ceniceroes, which is Hector HECTOR, Ceniceroes CENICEROS. Yeah, pretty much anything out there. I'm always open to meeting new people and just spreading the word of
You're an awesome guy.
of comics.
And
you
again,
know?
thank you again.
Thank you, no problem, anytime.
And
Thanks for
get
having
in touch with you with the commission for the Chemis-tea girls.
Perfect.
Oh, talking about the Chemis-tea girls.
Yeah.
Well, the Chemis-tea girls are an awesome group of bubblegum villains. They're really sweet, they're really nice, but they are bent on taking over the world. Everyone's going to be terribly nice to one another, or else.
And they're adorable. Where can people find the Chemis-tea girls?
At
See how I
Chemis-tea
put her on the
Girls
spot?
at Facebook. And that's Chemis-tea. CHEMIS-TEA. Girls. T actually stands for Triumvirate Evil Alliance. But we are bent on world domination through our teas. Yes, we have quite a range of teas.
Do you put poison in tea?
No, it's never poison.
Oh.
We have.
It's medicinal.
Yes, it's you know.
For the people that don't like tea, that they drink the coffee, it's like, oh
Yeah.
no, that's how you'll take over.
No, drink the tea. It'll go much easier if you just drink the tea.
You
Trust
clearly,
me.
when you shake your fist that way, I have no
There's
choice.
nothing wrong with ruling the world with an iron fist with a manicure.
Jamming
Or
tea,
with a velvet glove on it.
True. It
And
makes
if you're
it
gonna
more
rule
classy.
the world, be cute about it.
Well, it's like world domination doesn't have to be nasty. It can be very polite.
So many ways that could be
We
taken.
will conquer the world through our teas. Right now we have 4 varieties to choose from. You have tractability, conformity, passivity, and positivity.
I'll try a little bit of positivity myself.
We tend to like to finish with that one because then everybody's made. We're working on docility, but it's being a bit uppity. You can't have that. Of course, you could be one of the fortunate men to be able to join the Order of the Igor.
Igor?
Yes, yes. When, you know, for men we find useful.
Oh.
And of course, then we have, of course, Chemis-tea can't be everywhere. So we have our Ladies Auxiliary.
Oh, there you go.
Mm-hmm. We will be Legion.
Everywhere.
All right, thank you guys, and that's from the Bookmans Zombie Fair. And tomorrow's going to be Star Wars, right?
Yep.
So on Saturday, if you like Star Wars,
Get your
which everyone
force on.
get your force on.
From 11 to 3.
Here's a trivia question. Maybe you know, it's like, you know that May 25th is Geek Pride Day. Do you know why it's May 25th?
Because the force
That's
was
the
taken.
day that Star Wars was released. Just happens to be my brother-in-law's birthday too.
There you go.
So you have a Star Wars Day, and you have Geek Pride, which is on the release date of Star Wars. And actually, I think it was also the release date for the other two movies as well.
Oh.
It's just
Yeah,
nowadays
this is the only Star Wars that they haven't released.
they did,
Yeah.
yeah.
This was
Yeah. No, I mean, after the third one, after Return of the Jedi,
It broke the.
They
went for summer
all
releases.
movies come out on a Friday now.
yeah,
But back in the day,
uh,
it was like May 25th was the release date. The more you know.
Knowing is.
Knowing is half the battle.
knowing is tea.
Yes.
Joe.
Join the infusion. Drink the tea.
There you go. Feel free to ask any questions. Swing on by, check all the things out.
Amazing artwork.
Well, we'll see you next time.
All right.
So Dr. Zombie. I'm Jim from the Creative Play and Podcast Network, a local podcast group, and my God, she has a needle in her face. That's not how you cure the zombie plague. So, as you can see my face, I've recently become infected. From a zombie book, since I've not read any of your books, what would be the best starter to get involved with your books?
Well, my favorite is Tucson Zombie here on the end. It takes place in Antarctica. It's like a nanite type zombie infection. The cold kind of keeps them down, but it's becoming summer in Antarctica.
The inevitable thaw.
Right.
For winter is not coming, it's going.
Right. So I enjoyed that one, and then I've got a sequel to that.
Chill factor?
Yeah, Jake's Law takes place here in like San Manuel and Oro Valley.
They're really good.
And the
Hello
Judgment Day
again.
series are
My
mostly here.
favorite representative from Bookmans.
Yes!
By the way, we're recording for the podcast. Would you like to? So, is there anything amazing going on at Bookmans coming up?
Yes, tomorrow we have Star Wars Reads.
Star Wars, which is going to be awesome.
Yes, it's going to be fantastic. So that will be from 11 to 3. It is a partnership with Disney Studios.
Oh.
Yes, and the real Chewbacca will be here.
Oh my God!
Lots
Now
of
I'm sad
characters
that I'm
from
missing
the
it.
movie. Yeah, no, it's going to be amazing. All day there'll be 4 different story times. There'll be crafting. There'll be a Star Wars Lego table. And there'll be a photo booth, so you can get your picture taken with all those Star Wars characters.
Oh, amazing!
Yeah, fantastic.
Barely, but
Anything coming further down the line?
Oh yeah, we are actually we're partnering with Local First, which supports Tucson local business, and we're partnering with them to have a small local business fair, and that's coming in November. And any business that wants to join can join. They just have to contact me here at Bookmans Danny. And then the following weekend after that, we're having our local author fair, and James will be there, and all of our local authors featuring their newest works, and that's always exciting. And then that takes us into the holiday season. That's when we get really, really busy. And Santa.
I like that. By Stephen King.
That's when Santa will be here. Santa always comes to Bookmans. It's a fantastic
Zombie
time.
Santa or just the regular?
Regular, he actually is a multi-purpose Santa. He has been a zombie Santa in the past, but this time we don't want to scare the kids, so he'll be regular Santa. He'll be every weekend. He'll be at a different Bookmans, and he'll be there at 11 every Saturday. And then after that, we will have Christmas puppet show.
Oh, okay.
And we have Christmas music. And so that'll be exciting throughout the holidays.
Awesome.
Oh, and I forgot to mention that at the end of October, and Saturday actually is Halloween. So for once, I get to have my Halloween party on Halloween.
Awesome.
So on Saturday, October 31st, we're doing all kinds of things on Halloween. So Silly Tassie will be here doing face painting. We'll have a costume contest and a ghost hunt and a special spooky story time, and that will be at 11 on the 31st.
Awesome. So Bookmans on Speedway for Halloween.
Bookmans on Speedway for Halloween. Yeah.
We had another
And the whole holiday season.
Author fair here, like
I was just
14th.
telling him, yes, that's the 4th Saturday in November. Just
right.
after ours, yeah.
Have to get it on the calendar.
Yeah, that's the 26th.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. That's
Right?
No.
Yeah. But it's 20 something. But
Okay, so it's the one before that.
yeah, so we can.
Check your calendars for the 4th.
Yeah.
14th is a gig.
Because I know we have the small business fair and then we have the author fair.
It's okay. We've all been running from zombies here, so
Right,
you know,
so yeah, we're kind of scattered.
we're worrying about food, water, shelter.
Yes, those
Not getting
essential
bitten.
things. Exactly.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Thank
and
you.
As always, you are a doll.
Thank you, you too. I didn't know that she was your wife.
Oh yeah, Kelly is my wife.
So I have a bit of a fixation on your wife.
Okay. As long as I get pictures, it's not cheating.
So, well, that's what the fixation is. It's actually taking pictures of her. When she was with Madame Mesquite with the Steampunk Fair, which was wildly
Which is
successful.
amazing.
It was wildly successful, in large part because of her and her partner and Madame Mesquite for the tea dueling. That just topped it. But when I was going through looking at the pictures that I took that day, I realized just how many pictures I had taken. And I had been joking with her throughout the day that I kept taking more and more and more pictures of her. I realized I'd taken like 50 pictures of her that day. It was just like one right after another. I was like, oh, you really did take a lot of pictures.
The bright colors, it just
She
begs
just
to
looked
have pictures
so
taken.
amazing. They were amazing.
So fun.
And the
They
chemistry.
were so fun.
They were amazing.
It's not because I was by them that I say that. I mean, really, honestly.
Yeah.
It's free now. You
The
can get
28th is for
Okay.
Saturday.
We were just talking
We're gushing about how amazing the chemistry girls are.
Yeah. And I was telling him that I took an inordinate amount of pictures of you that day.
Well, rain comes.
Yeah, and it just worked. The whole day was so successful, and I can't wait to do it again. It's got to be after the holiday season.
Yeah, once things have
I
calmed.
know. We're
Nobody-
literally booked every single weekend
Right.
now until after, pretty much December.
Till after, March.
Dickens Tea. And well then, but still, things will lighten up after Dickens Tea.
Because then we have Wild Wild West kind of gear up for.
So are you booked as
Well, I mean, we'll be going
the chemistry sister, or are you booked with
Well, TeslaCon, I'm going, TeslaCon.
TeslaCon, Wisconsin. We'll be there in November.
Yeah.
From like the 18th to the 24th.
Tucson Comicon, I'm gonna drag my sister. We're gonna be the Chemistry girls there.
Yes.
I'm totally gonna just have them hang out at my booth downstairs. I'm just gonna steal you.
You can have them as booth babes.
I totally am. I'm just
It
gonna
draws people in.
I'm gonna put my sister to work making tea envelopes while I
So your partner is your actual sister?
Yeah, we're twins.
Oh, okay.
What? You don't know their story?
I don't know their story. How can I not know your story?
How could you not know?
Actually, the Chemistry Girls started as every December we have a Dickens tea for the Tucson Steampunk Society, and they have a table decorating contest. So me, my sister, and our best friend Jerry, we all got together 2 years ago, and we won for the group table decorating contest.
I'm not surprised.
With, oh my god, it was epic. It was called, our theme was, it's time for tea, let's get crackin'.
Oh,
and it was a
yeah.
whole octopus theme. So we won that year, so of course we had to up it. So the next year we decided, we're gonna do something alchemical. So then I came up with the idea, mad scientist Carrie came up with the idea of Chemis-tea. And then we go the Chemis-tea girls, because Brian Kessinger, who's a steampunk artist, does the tea girls. So we're the Chemis-tea girls. And Brian Kessinger is the sweetest man on the planet. He is just so nice. As a matter of fact, our first one was inspired by him as well. So we literally started the day after the first Dickens tea that we competed in, literally the day after, we came up with the idea for the Chemistry Girls. And for the next year, we were practically every weekend working on it. We, down to the last detail, we made placemats, we made little
Swag.
beaker, but oh yeah, if you go to the Dickens tea, you want to sit at my table, baby, because I got swag.
Now, where is the Dickens tea?
It's always held at, I think it's
You're good. You should be co-host.
It's, I'm trying to remember that it's a church off of University, next to the university.
But if you
University
Google the
Boulevard.
Tucson
I think
Steampunk
it's
Society
United.
Dickens Tea Party,
I know
think
the
it
tea. I know the place you're talking talking about.
Yes, because
It's
they
hard
have
to
this
miss it. It's huge.
wonderful
Yeah.
room with wood floors and stuff, so we always have it there. And of course, there's a kitchen right there, so of course, there's lots of tea.
What time of the year does this happen?
It's always in the beginning of December.
Man, I really want to be a part of this.
Oh, hey, you got to come. If you come, you got to sit at my table.
I want
like
to
I'm
do
telling
this.
you, the swag we
This is
planned
really
for this
exciting.
year. This year is top secret, but last year we go, okay, we're gonna do it. I mean, literally, we had the cutest little beaker buddies and little knitted beakers and full of like miniature goggles, and we made little medicine bottles with bliss tablets, and everything was color coordinated with our tertiary colors. I designed this bubbling centerpiece for the display, and my husband was able to bring it to life. And it bubbled, and we had like lights, and
That is really exciting.
and then of course we were the Chemis-tea girls. I designed all the costumes, made them, and the whole concept we put together. Unfortunately, our friend Jerry couldn't actually come out because she actually was then moved to Wisconsin for a job, but she was there in spirit, and she was there for the Wow Wow WestCon, which was our next event. Everybody loved the Chemis-tea girls so much that we joined the tea dueling team for the Wow Wow West convention.
I know it's fabulous.
Yes, well, and we had a lot of fun doing that. So 2 days at the Wow Wow WestCon. In 2015, we were the Chemis-tea girls. This year, Dickens Tea, we have a whole top secret theme. Can't discuss it, but it should be really cool.
Well, that's part of the excitement.
Yes.
You got to give somebody something to look forward to.
Big secret reveal.
Big secret. If I can get the costume that I want to done, oh yeah, big time. Yes.
Well, are the Chemis-tea girls available for bookings?
Well, I guess they can be, actually. It just depends. We are going to be, I'm going to
I've
be
never been
attending
called that before.
Tucson, and one of the days I will be representing the Chemis-tea girls. And we are going to be attending probably Saturday of Tucson Comicon as the Chemis-tea girls. And two of us are also going to be at TeslaCon in November in Wisconsin. We're going to have where the Chemis-tea girls are sugar, spice, and nice.
Perfect.
And so in TeslaCon it'll be spice and sugar. I play sugar. Yes. I'm not the brightest bulb, but I am bright. There you go. And then Carrie, my sister, is the nice one. I'll give you a secret, she's not very nice.
Not really very nice.
And then, of course, Spice speaks for itself. She's the loose leaf of the family.
That's perfect.
Exactly. So,
we just think about accepting bookings. You guys are really dynamic at events. So
Oh, thank
I think
you.
it would
We
be a
enjoy
really good
it.
thing to do. I mean, it
If you
brings
want
a lot
them,
of
you can
energy.
have them.
Of course, it has to work around work, because we work full time. We have, we are members of the Tucson Steampunk Society, and we're also members of the Creative Pain Podcast Network.
Good plug.
So we game regularly. We enjoy gaming. We enjoy cons. We enjoy all geekdom.
Well, see, this is what happens when you live a life that is supporting you like what you like. And this is what you get when you do what you like. You get interesting events, you get interesting people doing interesting things.
Yep.
So we definitely encourage that here at Bookmans. Follow your passion.
And you get to meet more people who are interesting, and it starts ideas bounce off each other,
That's
and they
right. It
perpetuate.
becomes a very
yes.
organic progression. And
Carrie and
that's
I
what goes
love
on.
to be muses for other people. We love being muses for other people. Like, we will just this would be so cool, you should do this.
See, now therein lies the secret to my success. That I have interesting people. No, I have muses around me. And I have interesting people around me, and they give me these great ideas, and then,
I love it because,
works out.
Yeah, you feed off of each other.
You do.
Which one of the reasons why we love the steampunk community is because, it's part of the makers movement. And with the makers movement, it's like, if you don't know how to do it, you can figure it out, and there's going to be somebody who can help you. And we have quite a community here locally and in the surrounding areas like Phoenix and Sierra Vista and Bisbee and Tucson, all of those, that it's really quite amazing how, it's just, you need help, somebody can help you.
And it's amazing how powerful that is when it bleeds out into the community at large, because it creates an inner working environment and a cooperative environment and a friendlier environment.
We're
and
very
get to know you
family-friendly.
You know, I mean, working at Bookmans, I get to meet so many different people and introduce people to other people, and it's really fun to see that grow. And so that's what's going on with your Makers movement, in that you're helping people connect with other people and learning things, and it's wonderful because it makes a more cooperative.
Just makes a community.
It makes a better community. Yeah.
Well, and
I think Tucson's a very friendly place anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, I've lived in a lot of places all over, and I always want to come back to Tucson because you meet the nicest people in Tucson. It's just a consistent thing. It's not to say there are nice people all over.
Yeah, exactly.
But Tucson has a consistently friendly environment, and I've actually been told by people from other places, like, wow, you guys are so nice. Even your cops are nice. I was like, well, sometimes. So let's just not talk about that.
Yeah.
Well, when it's so hot and you can get cranky when you're hot, you have to be nice all the time, or things can happen.
And when it's over 104 degrees, who has time to argue? Or
Exactly.
energy? That's just not going to happen.
We're all scurrying to the next shadow.
Exactly.
Like a little lizard, just scurry from shadow to shadow.
Yeah, pretty much.
Especially in cosplay.
With the steampunk community, another thing that, since of course a lot of us tend to do more of the traditional Victoriana style steampunk, because you have the diesel punk and you have the some of the others.
I tried to write an article on you guys, and it was a behemoth. It was going to be a book. I was just going to give a little explanation as to what steampunk was, because people were asking me for the fair.
Yeah.
And I thought, okay, let's just give them an article to explain it. Oh yeah, okay. So
it's
25 pages later, I don't think I got succinct.
With hyperlinks to hyperlinks to hyperlinks.
Exactly. It's like, you know what? I just started. It's what you want. Just
exactly.
It's what you want. It's
a retro Victorian future that never existed.
Yeah.
Exactly. That you are happy.
Yeah, I always describe it to people who go, what? What? I go, well, think Jules Verne, think H.G. Wells.
Yes.
Combine that with retro-futuristic society. If stuff in today's society existed in the past, what would it look like? That aesthetic. And of course, I like the Victoriana, especially. It's like, and you get the manners, you get the
etiquette.
You get a very more genteel kind of aesthetic, and I think the populace tends to exhibit it as well. Even with the diesel punk, the post-apocalyptic steampunk kind of stuff, still everybody's usually really nice and inclusive.
I can speak to that definitively, because not everyone is cooperative in the world. You're not going to meet everybody that you just absolutely love, and that's fine. But
that's life.
Artists can be temperamental.
And writers.
We all can.
I love me some writers, okay? All my personal idols are writers. So I would never dog a writer, but writers can be difficult and they tend to be a bit asocial in general. But when I told my staff, that the Bookmans staff here, that we were having this steampunk fair, they cringed a little because it was such a monolithic event. And I'd say it was about 20 minutes into it, happened fast. I had several people coming to me and pulling me aside and pulling me into the back and going, we love these people. Who are these people? These are the friendliest people you've ever had in the store. It was amazing. I mean, they were just completely hysterically grateful that it was such a huge event, but it was such a kind event. It was such an inclusive event.
And you
such
were
a friendly
adorable.
event.
You were awesome.
Well,
The
I
look
was so stressed
on your face when you said, "Is it okay if I move your table again?" I'm like, "Whatever you want. It's your house, your rules. I'm here to help you."
Yeah, and that right there was the attitude of everybody who participated in that. To talk about a cooperative group of people and just there to have fun and do what they love and share it with the public. And
we have no problem. It's like, hey, you have a question, or we can give you resources. Trust us, we've all been there. We've been at the beginning of the scale where you're just starting to get into it and stuff, and we know how important meeting somebody who is open about it when you first start off,
and they don't know what they're dealing with.
Exactly, because it's intimidating at first.
Well, you guys look so amazing, and it looks so well constructed and so well thought out. and so complete and complex that it can be daunting for someone to get into it until they actually start to talk to you and they realize that they don't have to have these exceptional skills going in.
Nope.
That they will be taught these skills, they can learn them, that it's a learn as you go kind of environment.
Oh yeah,
That was
you're gonna have Project 1, 2.0, 3.5.
Right.
When it inevitably
Evolves.
breaks or fails, it becomes something new.
Exactly.
And like with the Tucson Steampunk Society, they're always having panels. If you want to learn something,
Or workshops.
Yeah, David with the leather workshops.
He's an
amazing leather worker, and he works with Handy to do workshops that just people come down and just learn how to do it.
Madam Askew and Margie, they do like sewing workshops, different ones.
I need to attend one of those.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that, because we were just discussing, the possibility of future ones,
Send Madam Askew positive thoughts because she's on the injured list currently.
Yeah.
I don't think I understood anything you just said.
Madam Askew has got a hurt leg right now, so send positive healing thoughts to her.
Okay, I was on a sewing. I
It's
went
okay,
onto a
it's
sewing
okay.
fantasy right there.
Oh, no.
And I wasn't really with you. I apologize.
We had a sewing
Madam
Clouds
Askew got
of
hurt.
fabric.
Yes, I will send all kinds of positive energy to Madam Askew. Oh my God.
One time we actually had a sewing day at one of the local libraries. And of course it was open to everybody, but it was primarily steampunk, but we had people were like, they're like, it's like, oh, we didn't know this was a steampunk thing. And they're just general public. Come on in, we'll still teach you to sew.
And that's exactly
we
the
had
idea there.
Different,
You guys are so amazing.
Yeah, different people doing different types, like, okay, you have more intermediate people, well, how do I do this? Or what do these tools do, or how do I just do this? I'm like, okay, yeah.
And if you're not a fan of Victorian, like David and I, we do mostly Western wear.
Yeah,
So
I
it's
was going
American
to talk
Western
about that,
style.
how that was very interesting to me to see the Western side of steampunk, and how it just fit right in, and how anything that you like, whatever your special thing is, it just works with the whole, and visually it becomes amazing. If you just step back, you guys are so involved in it, I don't know if you ever take the chance to just step back and
Oh, we
look at
do.
yourselves.
We
do.
love that
Because
people
you
watch.
just done it.
Because we get, like, when we see somebody, we're like, oh my God, what you did is amazing.
Right?
We love it. We love, that type. I fangirl over, just regular, like, oh my God, I don't know if you craft, but in like Michael's, there is a whole section in Michael's for kind of steampunk-esque, done by Tim Holtz.
I've heard the name.
Yes. I didn't realize that he is local to Arizona.
Really?
He is from part of the Arizona Steampunk Society. And when we were at the fashion show at Wild Wild West Con this past March, I got to meet him.
That is seriously
And I'm like,
exciting.
I totally went fangirl on him.
It was
'Cause I'm like,
adorable.
oh my God, I love your stuff. You're awesome.
And then she comes up to me and goes, oh my God, do you know who that was? I'm like, I know who that was. I didn't recognize the name, but I know who he is.
Well,
you knew and she didn't.
Yeah, well, because it's like, I didn't know that he was local, but I loved his stuff. And then you'll see somebody and it's just amazing, And most ladies, you'll always find an introduction in the parking lot, because inevitably there will be some lady who needs to have her bodice or her corset adjusted.
Always.
So we're always willing to lend a helping hand. And for those ladies who are willing to experiment with corsets, boots first.
Boots then
first,
corset.
then corset.
Oh, good
Trust us, we
advice.
have all made that mistake in our beginning ventures into corsetry. But yes,
Yeah, there's
boots
no bending
first.
over. That's not going to happen.
It's actually kind of amusing to watch.
Yes,
I'll bet.
it can
Until
be done.
you get actually angry.
Yeah, it can be done.
Then you're like, honey, I'll get those boots for you.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's okay. I'm done having fun watching. We'll just help you. Don't freak out.
Yes.
That's awesome. I better get some pictures of some of the people.
Okay, yep, I definitely
Can I
see
get a picture of you?
Oh, definitely.
Yes.
And that is a great place to wrap it up there. Thank you for listening to the Creative Play and Podcast Network. And feel free to enjoy our other shows, such as D&D Journey of the 5th Edition and Scion Ragnarok and Roll, a Scion hero to Ragnarok story. Thank you for listening.